Hello friends. So in this video, we'll learn about 25 by 20 rule for long-term investors. By using this rule, you can reduce your losses and thus you can book maximum profits. Before getting into the rule, I want to tell you about Nifty P by E value. Nifty P by E is price to earning ratio. It shows us if market is overvalued or undervalued. So you can find Nifty P by E value on Google just by typing Nifty P by E value. And you can go to NSE website and you can download sheet which contains Nifty P by E value for entire decade or year. So when you can analyze that and you can make investments. I'll show you the importance of Nifty P by E value in the coming part. So range of Nifty P by E value is 25 to 30. If it's between 25 to 30, it means market is overvalued. If it's 20 to 25, market is neither overvalued nor undervalued. And if it's below 20, market is undervalued and everything is available at cheaper price. Okay, so let's concentrate on this drawing. As you can see here, this date is January 2002 current date, and this blue line is variation of Nifty over these 20 years, and this orange line is variation of Nifty P by E value, which I told you in previous slide. Now concentrate on these three zones. In these three zones, Nifty P by E value is about 25. One is that. One more thing is, can you see that whenever Nifty P by is about 25, there is a correction coming, and because of that market, Nifty P by E value is going down. So 25 by 20 rule deals exactly with this so that we can avoid our losses during this time period and we can invest at this point. Okay, before that, let's see what are the reasons for fall in overbought zone. Because prices are overvalued, people try to book profits and start selling them. And if there is any bad news, that will have major impact on the market. 25 by 20 rule. This principle behind this rule is very simple. So what you're doing here is you are selling your stocks when market is overvalued and you are investing money when market is undervalued. So sell stocks when it's high priced and buy them when it's at lower price. But you can't tell when it's gonna be at lower price. That's why we use 25 by 20 rule. It shows that if our values are above 25, there will be a correction coming in near future. As per the rule, we have this. If Nifty P by E value is above 25, we are withdrawing 80% of profits. And if Nifty P by E value is below 20, then we are investing everything. If Nifty is between 20 to 25, based on our risk capacity, we can invest in installments. This is the ultimate rule. So remember this, guys. If Nifty is above 25, we'll be withdrawing 80% of profits. If it's below 20, we are investing everything. We'll be using this rule in coming slides to show you how we can maximize the profit. As I said, we'll be working on an example to show you how exactly to apply 25 by 20 rule in your real life. Imagine you have 1 lakh rupee on April 2000 and you have various investment options. We'll start analyzing one by one. If we invest in bank FD 1 lakh rupees on April 2000, after 20 years on an annual rate of return of 7%, we would have 3,87,000 in our account. Now, if we are a traditional long-term investor where we invest at once 1 lakh rupees in April 2000 and now we'll withdraw the amount after 20 years. 1 lakh rupees on April 2000 when Nifty value was 1443.55 and Nifty PY was 21.74, and as on today Nifty value is 9239. So return on investment is found by dividing this Nifty by initial Nifty and we get 6.40. So thus our investment would be 6.4 lakhs 20 years later. Now I'll show you how we can be a better long-term investor by using 25 by 20 rule. Same scenario, INR 1 lakh on May 2000, and we'll find out the value as on today. This invested amount will not be disturbed. That means like we won't withdraw it or we won't invest it again or any other amount until Nifty P by E value crosses 25. As you can see, 7 years later from May 2000, that is on 30th November, Nifty value crosses 25.21. So according to 25 by 20 rule, we are supposed to withdraw 80% of profit. So let's see how much this amount which was invested on May 2000 would be as on 30th November. It will be 4,32,000. Clearly profits is obtained by subtracting 4,32,000 by 1 lakh rupees, and we get profit of 3,32,000. So according to rule, we are withdrawing 80% of this amount, which is 2,65,000, and on 30th November we'll have 1,66,000 in stock market and 2,65,000 in our bank account as cash. This amount will be invested next when Nifty P by E value comes below 20. As I said before, you can refer to the sheet which I have given, and in that Nifty P by E value is there along with Nifty values for past 20 years. So 3 months later, sorry, we can see that Nifty P by E is 19.72, which is below 20. So we are investing this money as well in the stock market because stocks are available at cheaper price, and everything will be invested, and on 13th March 2008 we'll have all this amount invested in stock market. This amount will be continued to invest in stock market until Nifty P by E value crosses 25 next time. So if we go through the sheet, we find that on 26 July 17, Nifty P by is 25.57. So you might wonder why I didn't choose this date. Because it's always better to make sure that market is in overbought zone. It might be like one day it will be 25, next day it will come down to 24. So to avoid that, you can keep 10-day buffer, wherein if it's about 25 for continuously 10 days, then on 10th or 11th day you can withdraw the amount. So this 2008 amount 10 years later would be 8,65,000. As a result, profit we made is obtained by subtracting this value minus this. So it's 3,46,000, and you can see that it's actually lesser than these two subtraction values. Why? Because there was one market crash 2008 and some money was lost because of that. According to 25 by 20 rule, what we are supposed to do when market is about 25, we are supposed to withdraw 80% of our profit. So that would be 2,77,000. And we have 5,88,000 invested in stock market. So this is the current scenario as of July 2017. Next, we are investing this amount when market Nifty P by E value comes below 20, which happened very recently due to COVID-19. And on this date, we will invest all this amount into the stock market. And 8,65,000 continues to be invested in stock market. So let's see what will our amount be on May 11th. It's 8,39,000. So 1 lakh amount invested on May 2000 would become 8,39,000 by applying 25 by 20 rule. Can you see this amount was greater, that is amount on 18th March 2020 was greater than May 2020. Why? Because of COVID-19 crash there was huge downfall and we lost around 25,000. This is why 25 by 20 rule applies. If we hadn't followed 25 by 20 rule, maybe we could have lost near to 1 lakh or something. That's why it's always better to minimize your risk and book maximum profits. Now let's compare different investment options which we have. Bank investment would yield us 3,87,000. Long-term investment would give us 6,40,000, which is almost 2 times. And 25 by 20 true long-term investment would yield us 8,39,000. It is 2 lakh more profit than long-term investment. So I would suggest you guys to follow 25 by 20 rule. Now let's see last 20 years, how many trading sessions were there. All in all, there were 5,040. So in 1 year, there is 252 trading sessions. So for 20 years, it's 5,040. And if you see number of days Nifty P by value was in range of 25 to 30. It was around 777 days. That is almost 50% in last 20 years. Below 20, it was around 2,500 days, which was around 50%. And then you can see 20 to 25 range, it was for around 1,700 days, which was constituting 35%. As you can see clearly, we shouldn't be trading ideally for 50% of the trading sessions, that is almost for like 10 years. But many investors can't be without trading. So as I would like to state that 25 by 20 rule is flexible. You can make it convenient to you by making it 26 by 21, wherein you invest when it's below 21 and you withdraw when it's above 26. So I have attached sheet in this video. As I said before, you can clearly analyze that sheet. It has past 20 years data, and you can modify accordingly, and you can select your own range. Usually many traders use 25.66 by 22.21 rule as their standard. Yeah, so I said we'll be withdrawing 80% profits whenever market is above 25. If you realize that with this cash which you have, you can again make extra profit on top of the 2 lakh which you have done by using 25 by 20 rule. So various investment options which are available is, one is FD, which has around 5.5 to 8% returns depending on the bank. One other is mutual fund, which has around 8 to 20%, and it's little less riskier than stock market but more riskier than banks. Usually that's the rule. Wherever there is high risk, returns are also high. And one more option is buying assets like gold or land. You can enter into real estate. You can start buying gold. So as I said before, that 2 lakhs profit was just from stock market. With 80% of cash which you have by withdrawing profits from market whenever it's overvalued, you can use that in investing in all these kind of other options to maximize your profits. Thus, effectively, you can maximize your profits by 3.5 to 4 lakhs by being a for investor on long term by following 25 by 20 rule, rather than being a traditional long term investor wherein you invest once and then you will check after 20 years. Your stocks would have gone through many downfalls and there will be a lot of risk. That's why you lose more money than 25 by 20 rule, wherein you play smart and you withdraw profits when market is overvalued and when you invest when market is undervalued. You don't have to follow 25 by 20 rule, it's flexible. But yeah, 25 by 20 rule is one of the best strategies for long-term investor to reduce risk on his portfolio and maximize the profits. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you like the video. I'll be coming up with more innovative videos like this. Thank you.